everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Eileen and this is Red Hot and Flashy. And you'll have to forgive me please, but I'm feeling a little tired right now. I have been filming all day. And on this video today, we're going to talk about skin. Different types of things for skin, specifically dark circles under the eyes and childhood acne. So I put out a poll in my social media and asking what kind of things would you guys all be interested in hearing about, or if I can investigate anything, or if it's something that I've been through or anything like that, any kind of beauty, health, anything else you want to talk about that won't cause too much trouble for my life. But anyway, there were a few things that people asked for. Number one, people always ask, how do you look younger? How do you, get rid of wrinkles? All that kind of stuff, I think is, for my age group anyway, is what we're all looking for, that fountain of youth, right? But I decided to talk about 2 or 3 items that really kind of I have experience with. One, really quick, is the dark circles under your eyes. Now, I don't really suffer from that. Sometimes I have some discoloration, but it's not really bad. And I do know that some people really have dark circles. And so I thought I would just give you some suggestions. Now, as you all know, I am not an expert. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional. These are just my opinions, what has worked for me. And what works for me may not necessarily work for you. So please remember that. So the first thing I'm going to say is those under eyes. They say, I did some research on it because they said that a lot of it is hereditary and genetics. So some people are just more predispositioned to having dark circles under their eyes. It doesn't necessarily go with age either. You can be young and have those circles as well. So what they say is that the blood vessels, especially when we age, so we get thinner, our skin gets thinner here, and the blood vessels are more prevalently noticed, which obviously makes that bluish color that you see. One of the biggest things is lack of sleep. And I know when I started going through menopause, I had insomnia really bad. So that time I definitely had bags and dark circles under my eyes because of the lack of sleep. So remember that too. You have to get enough rest, eat right, take your multivitamin or any vitamins if you're deficient in anything. Obviously check with your doctor before you start taking supplements, but things like that can help with your skin. So let me just give you an idea of, there are some eye creams out there. Now, I don't think, again, it's my opinion, that we necessarily need a separate eye cream. However, my daughter, I think it was last Christmas, 2 Christmases ago, something like that, she bought me this Rock. It's called the Rock Multi-Correction 5-in-1 Eye Cream. And I started using it. I didn't really notice some amazing differences. Although this is from when I researched, one of the #1 eye creams out there. I did notice though that it did help with some fine lines over here. These little smile lines, I guess. But other than that, you know what? We're aging. There's nothing we can do to stop it. We might be able to slow it down a little bit or make it look a little better, but we're aging. And unless you're having surgery, However, this does improve the look of dark circles. So if you want to try an eye cream, this is a good recommendation. Also, for dark spots, which includes your under eyes, is vitamin C. Vitamin C is known to brighten our skin. And when you brighten our skin, obviously the dark circles appear lighter. So I have a good one here. This is from Glow Recipe. It is called their Pineapple C Bright Serum. And I have been using this, and I've noticed, I don't know if you guys can see, I realize that it's no longer summer. And in the summertime, I get a lot of freckles. The sun, you know, going in the sun. It gives me a lot of freckles. But what I did notice when I started using the vitamin C is it really made those freckles, almost some of them, disappear. So it definitely has brightened my skin, as well as lighten those freckles, the darker freckles. So I would say that vitamin C serum definitely works. And what I do with it is I put a couple drops, I mix it in with my moisturizer, and then put it on my face that way. Another thing to help lighten your skin and cover those, or help with the under eyes circles. Now, for us women, or men can do this, you know, it doesn't really have to be women, but we can cover them up with makeup. So one of the things that you would need is an concealer in a peach color. So peach neutralizes like the purple, dark, brownish spots. Green neutralizes redness. So for instance, if you have rosacea, or sometimes I notice over here in my chin area, not my chin area, my lower cheek area, I don't know why I get some redness there. So like I said, here is a green one. This is what it looks like. And this helps with redness, cover up redness. And here is one that is peach, and it's a light peach because I'm light. So this counteracts the purple or the blue or the darkness. And I use this actually, sometimes I'll use it under my eyes, but I have a freckle that's like right here that just drives me crazy because it messes up my makeup. Like if I have no makeup on, it's fine. But when I put makeup on, it actually makes it look like I messed up on the eyeliner or something, because it almost looks like a smudge there, but it's a freckle. So I like to color correct that. Peach. So once you do that, you put your peach here, here. You don't need a lot. You do not need a lot. Put a little bit here, and just take a sponge, a small sponge, or, you know, any sponge, and pat it in. Okay? And then you're going to take your regular concealer and do your makeup over that. And that will take away those dark circles. Now, I'd like to talk about pores, because I noticed that the older I get, the bigger my pores look. In doing my research, I have found that my pores are not getting larger. They say that our pores are what they are, the size that they are. They're not going to get smaller. They're not going to get larger. However, they can appear to be larger, and they can appear to be smaller. So apparently, the older we get, our skin starts sagging, we lose the elasticity, and it makes our pores appear larger, which I think is what's happening to me. So I have been following a woman on TikTok, and her name is Sonia Valencia. I believe it's Sonia Valencia 0303. She's got amazing tips. So if you want to go follow her. So the one thing she does is ice her face. And I know it's controversial because people who do it wrong, they can actually burn themselves almost like a frostbite. So you do have to be careful. And I'm going to show you what I do. I think it has been helping. So twice a day, morning and night, when I do my skincare, there's this ice ball. They're on Amazon. They're not expensive at all. I think it came in a 4-pack. I tried to buy one, but it didn't come like that. So there's a hole on the top here. And it came with a little funnel. And you fill it up with water. And this is what you get. An ice ball. However, what I do, and what Sonia even suggested as well, which I thought was a good idea, is I take hyaluronic acid. And The Ordinary makes a hyaluronic acid. This one specifically is hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. It's to support hydration, and it's good for anti-aging. So what I do is I put I'm going to show you. Let me take it out of the box real quick. It comes like this with a dropper. Oh, tightened it too much. It comes with a dropper like that. And I take 2 dropperfuls, the whole entire dropper full, and I put it inside the ice ball with the water, and then I let it freeze, and I use that. So not only am I getting the benefit of the coldness and the ice, but also the hyaluronic acid, and it goes into your skin. Now the icing or the coldness will help you with minimizing your pores, because it doesn't minimize your pores. It minimizes the appearance of them. It after a few days of use, it definitely gives you a healthy glow on your skin. It helps with inflammation. You have those puffy eyes, like right now, my eyes are puffy, but it has been all day. It's 4 o'clock here in New Jersey. But this morning when I woke up, my eyes were puffy, and I did my icing, and it definitely helped. It really did. So I just started with this particular ice. So we're going to see how that works. But if your skin is too sensitive, and if this hurts, because it is cold, don't get me wrong, it's cold. You usually you work your way up to 1 to 2 minutes a day, twice a day. If your face can't handle this, and there's no shame in it because it is cold, there is ice rollers. So that this way, now this piece comes off. Here, it doesn't have to be filled with anything. It comes with some type of gel or something in there. And you stick this piece in the freezer. Okay. Stick that piece in the freezer, take it out, it's frozen, and you just do this. You rub your face with it, the neck, don't forget the neck, all over, and it works just as good as this one does. So you don't have to worry if you're worried about this being too cold and it melting all over you, whatever. So there's always this. And I don't remember how much this was, but they're not real expensive. They're very inexpensive. They're both going to help with the appearance of your pores and help with your texture of your skin. That's just some of the ways that I have discovered. So now, the number one anti-aging product that you can get for yourself is sunscreen. Sunscreen. Wear it every day. Reapply it. This is the number one anti-aging product out there because the sun damages our skin. It ages us prematurely, but use the sunscreen and reapply it. Now this one is Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Face Mist, SPF 55, and it's made for your face. So it should go on after your skincare, after your moisturizer, put this on. So now you're wondering, how do you reapply it if you have makeup on? So there's 2 things you can do. So I'm going to show you right now. If you spray this right here, like this on your makeup, your eyeliner, your mascara is all going to get messed up. So you can either take it on your hand and do this. I wouldn't recommend that. You can take it on a sponge. Well, the reason I don't recommend that is your hands are dirty. Even if you wash them, they get germs on them. They have oils touching your face. We don't want to clog our pores. If you want, you can use a sponge. Spray the sponge, tap it on. But if you're going to do that, make sure you wash that sponge every day because you will end up clogging your pores. So what I do is I just cover my eyes and spray it, just so it doesn't get in my eyes and mess up my eye makeup. But again, you could put it on a sponge and do that. It's no problem. Number one skincare product, number one anti-aging product. Don't forget the sunscreen. Now I'm going to move on. So the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to skin is acne. Now I was blessed. I had good skin as a kid, a teenager. But I did get that pimple every time Aunt Flo visited. But my daughter does suffer from acne, unfortunately. And hers is hormonal acne. Now, she's 20 now, and she still suffers from acne. But it started when she was younger. So when I put out a poll asking you guys what it is you wanted to hear, I got a question on if I can talk about acne in children. And this person's daughter, who's 9 years old, has acne all along her forehead. And it's not those cystic type red pimples that actually hurt. It's not that type of acne. It is small white pimples, almost like whiteheads, she's suffering from. Now, again, my first advice to anyone that's suffering from acne, whether you're a child, a teenager, or an adult, is to see a physician. That is my first and probably best advice, is to see a physician, whether, especially for this person. This is a child, 9 years old, so maybe go to her pediatrician, discuss it with the pediatrician. That is what I did with my daughter. We discussed it with the pediatrician first. So now, anybody out there who says that a 9-year-old cannot have hormonal acne is sadly mistaken, a 9-year-old girl. Because I guess from our environment and maybe hormones that they're giving to our animals, things like that, girls are going, no, our children are going through puberty pretty darn young nowadays. So a 9-year-old can definitely be getting the hormones and getting ready to be going through puberty. So I know my daughter was. Here's a few things that I do know from experience with my own child. Now, again, take her to the doctor first and foremost, but it could be hormonal because she is old enough to, nearing puberty. However, since I don't know her, I don't know if she has bangs, that the oils are interfering with the pH balance on her forehead and causing irritation and whiteheads. I don't know if it could be hormonal, and I don't know if it could be what she's eating. Now, I just wanted to give you some tips. So the first things we need to do, obviously, is make sure that we are cleaning our face every day, twice a day. So I know that's hard to make sure a 9-year-old is doing it, because what 9-year-old cares about their skincare? I'm there with you. But I'm going to give you 2 items that I really like. One of them is Peach and Lily. It's actually called Peach and Lily Power Calm Hydrating Gel Cleanser, and it's a deep cleanser, and it's supposed to soothe the skin. And it is a gentle cleanser, so a 9-year-old could definitely use it. The other, which is actually one of the things the pediatrician suggested, and I do know that dermatologists suggested as well, is the CeraVe. Now, this particular one is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. This one's for normal to oily skin. So this is really gentle on the skin. I would suggest using this, her entire face, not just the forehead, twice a day, in the morning and at night before bedtime. Because one of the things that causes acne is when our pores get clogged, or something to do with the hair follicles, and the hair follicles are in all the pores. So there's an oil, there's something that's called sebum that gets clogged inside those pores, and then we develop pimples, which could be happening to your daughter. So make sure she uses this twice a day, morning and night. The next I don't have on hand with me, but there are 2 other things that you could be using on her pimples alone, and that would be benzoyl peroxide or salicylic acid, and they are in different cleansers or moisturizers. I know The Ordinary makes one, a salicylic acid. I know there's benzoyl peroxide. I can't remember the names of those brands. Shoot, I remember using it when I was a kid. I'm sorry, I wish I had more products for you, but I would suggest starting with them over the counter. They are for acne. Now, if you're going to use a salicylic acid cleanser, then obviously you wouldn't use this. You would use the cleanser. But yeah, look into that for her. See if that works. The other thing I would suggest, again, first suggestion is go to the doctor. But the other thing I would suggest is watch what she's eating, because I did not know this. My daughter is now 20, and she figured this one out on her own. So it turns out, well, we obviously, fried foods, fatty foods, the McDonald's, all that crap basically is going to cause pimples. For my daughter, not only is it hormonal, so every time of the month, she starts having problems, but she discovered that milk was causing her to break out more. And she only did this because she wanted to be healthier. So she switched from cow's milk to almond milk. and discovered her face cleared up. And then I think she had coffee and for whatever reason had milk in it because they didn't have the almond milk, and she broke out. So then she said, oh my God, I wonder if it's the milk. And she started doing her own research and her own experiment, and it was the milk. So maybe pay attention to what she's eating and see that if it's triggering her skin to break out, because sometimes there's food allergies. Not that my daughter's allergic to milk or dairy, but I did read, after she told me that, I did look it up, and it turns out that the something to do with the cows and the hormones that they're being fed to produce higher milk, and then so the fat content in the milk, and I shouldn't even say that, let me back that up, because it's in all milk. I read it does not matter if it's whole milk, low fat milk, or fat-free milk. It is in all the milk, and they think it has something to do with the hormones that the cows are getting. So you might want to try and see. I don't know if she drinks a lot of milk, but if she does, try and switch it to almond milk or something different like that, and see if it affects her skin. And if it does, then maybe that was the cause. But again, my first advice to you is to take her to the doctor and see what they say. But I will tell you that the pediatrician did put my daughter on 2 medications, 2 creams, one of which was Retin-A, and I don't remember the other one, but it was a cream, and made her wash with Cetaphil or CeraVe. I think it's CeraVe, but made her wash twice a day with it. And for the most part, her skin looks beautiful. However, she still does have triggers that make her break out. So it's not perfect. I wish you good luck. I really do. You showed me a picture of your daughter, and she's beautiful. And I hope that she does not have to worry about acne. I hope all kids, I don't want any kid to have to worry about acne. I know how hard it is when my daughter goes through it. So I hope to God that, you all clear that skin up. I hope you guys enjoyed our little chat today. If you did, and you're not subscribed already, please think about subscribing. Hit that button down below and click on the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Just so you know, I upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday and Friday are makeup reviews, unboxings, things of that nature, makeup and skincare. And Wednesdays, I try to do some type of chit chat like we did today. So if you have a question or a topic you'd like to discuss, or anything you'd like me to research or talk about, maybe I already have experience in it, just let me know in a comment below. I love reading your comments, and I take all suggestions. Hey, I needed help. I love to help others. So until next time, everybody, bye.